was raised in a deeply Catholic household.
If you don't mind, if I may interpret something that Jesus said.
Sure.
Jesus often talks about the kingdom of heaven. Interesting expression.
I'm enthralled by it and I'm repelled by it. So.
Right.
Because God is always there, taunting me, daring me.
I retranslate kingdom of heaven into modern terminology. My translation is spaciousness, inner alert stillness. That's the primordial teaching in Jesus. Find that within yourself.
I know, but there's deeper meanings to that if you read literally. But he was, not just him, there are other sages and prophets that, quote unquote, talk back to God.
Right.
Yeah, like Moses did. He talked back to God. I don't know if you've ever read the Old Testament.
He used that analogy to point to an inner reality where you're able to be alert and still. Then when you relate to other human beings.
I am.
But underneath, so to speak, the personality.
When I asked you a question earlier, I just want you to know you looked away, and that's a tell. So.
But consciousness is not a personal thing. So when I look at you, first thing I would see is your personality, and of course the physical body and the personality, whatever makes up your personality. But if I look more deeply, and not just look, but actually sense your presence, I know that beyond your personality, there's an essence in you that is one with the essence in me. Mm-hmm. And that recognition is what Jesus called love.
That's good to know.
And then you create spaciousness. The more spaciousness you create, the more effective your thinking will be when you start thinking again.
I mean, that's...
Because then thinking can link into this creative intelligence, and then it can be inspired by that.
That's the journey of an artist. Because if you don't make yourself vulnerable, you can't channel creativity, right?
Right.
My feelings of being vulnerable allow me to create. However, then I have to present it to the world and stand up for what I believe in. I mean, I have my days where I feel like a warrior and invincible, and I have my days where I feel like an open wound.
Well, first you have to be careful with yourself so that you do not get drawn to either one or the other extreme.
But that's human, isn't it?
The human is a conditioned self. It's a personality. That's the human. And then there's the being. The being is the deeper self that is consciousness. If you no matter how successful you are in this world, if you have never had even a glimpse of self-transcendence, then your life is pretty purposeless, and it's very unlikely that you will be a happy human being.
I mean, that says it all.
Hey girl, how are you? So I was updating my YouTube page the other day, the bio, and I was trying to come up with the best way to describe In Denial now that, some time has passed and the old one seemed a bit like outdated. And obviously, I don't need to tell you that the two closest characters to my heart are Eckhart Tolle and Madonna, and for very different reasons. And I was thinking, yes, that's exactly it. And In Denial is a cross between Eckhart and Madonna, like complete. Someone who's very ravenous and hungry for validation and completely delusional and just gimme, I want. And then the other side was like, girl, calm the f down. So this got me thinking that I would like to do a video where I lip sync basically to both of them, talking to each other. And I think, oh wow, that could be an amazing idea for a whole season of odd couples, people who wouldn't necessarily come together. Or if you'd like to see a season of just Madonna and Eckhart, which I think there's enough material of both of them to fill up a whole season. Yeah, just let me know. Write me something, bitch. And by the way, I've played both of them before a couple of times. So we're gonna run a little clippity clip right now.
Fame can be very disruptive. It can be like a drug, like it gives you the feeling that you're happy. It gives you the feeling that you're fulfilled. It gives you the feeling of self-importance, and it can distract you from what's really important in life.
Are you still involved in that spiritual airy-fairy nonsense?
So there's that. But the next time I'm gonna be playing Madonna, it's not gonna be beard or man. I'm gonna be giving you woman. Eat it! What's very interesting about this Eckhart and Madonna coming together is actually my sides coming together. So yeah, before I would like, even the last 4 seasons, I would be doing like a season of spiritual comedy and then Hollywood and celebrities. But now I'm thinking, actually, it shouldn't be so separate. And I think this is the beginning of both my sides coming together. And I'm not gonna tell you to subscribe. You know why? Because somebody else is gonna do that for me. Some people believe that if you don't subscribe to my channel, ultimately, there is no difference if you subscribe or you don't subscribe. It's all the same. Subscribe, bitch. Fuck.